Hello, dear students. How are you today? I hope you are having a wonderful time because today we're gonna talk about properties of the operations on integers. So sit back and relax. Here we go. And these are the objectives. State and illustrate the different properties of the operations on integers: closure, commutative, associative, distributive, identity, inverse. Rewrite given expressions according to the given property, and appreciate the concept of different properties on integers in real-life situation. And these are the properties of the operation of integers: closure, commutative, associative, distributive, identity, and inverse. The first property is the closure property. What can you say about the figures? How can we say that the set is closure property? That's right. Closure property of integers refers to the sum, difference, and product of any two integers is always another integer. As you can see in our example, positive 2 plus positive 3 is positive 5. Therefore, the sum is another integer. Another, positive 7 minus positive 5 is positive 2. Their difference is an integer. Last example, negative 2 times negative 5 is equal to positive 10. Their product is another integer. That's how we can say the property on the operations of integers is closure. And the second property is the commutative property. How about the images? What happened to the images? Very good. We can say that the property is commutative if there is changing of orders of two numbers that are either being added or multiplied but does not change the value. Here are some examples. 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2. When we both get their sum, even they change in position, their sum, which is 5, does not change. Next, negative 7 times negative 3 is equal to negative 3 times negative 7. Their product is positive 21, even they change in order. The third property is associative property. As you can see in the pictures, we have smartphones, MP3s, and laptop. What happened to their positions? How about their group? Excellent. Associative property means changing the grouping of numbers that are either being added or multiplied but does not change the value. As we can see in the pictures, there are smartphones plus MP3 that were grouped then added to laptop equals smartphones added to the group of MP3 and laptops. Another example, 6 plus 2, their sum is added to 1 equals 6 added to the sum of 2 and 1. And both of them have the sum of 9. As well as to the next example, the product of 2 and 5 multiplied by 7 is equal to 2 multiplied to the product of 5 and 7, and both of them have the product of 70. And we are go down to the fourth property, which is distributive property. As you can see in the image, 2 is distributed to the oranges and strawberries. When two numbers have been added or subtracted and multiplied by a factor, the result will be the same when each number is multiplied by the factor and the products are then added or subtract. Let's discover more. The difference of 4 and 3 is 1 multiplied by the factor 2. The product is 2. That is also the same with 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. And 8 minus 6 is 2. They have the same value of answer. Second to the last property is identity property. What comes into your mind when you hear the word identity? Look at the picture. What happened to the apple? The apple is added to an empty plate and the result is also apple. Means that the sum of any number and 0 is the given number. 0 is the additive identity. As you can see in the example, 3 plus 0 is 3, and negative 12 plus 0 is also negative 12. Multiplicative identity states that the product of any number and 1 is the given number. 1 is the multiplicative identity. Let's see some examples. 5 times 1 is 5. Negative 23 times 1 is negative 23. And the last property on the operations of integers is inverse property. In addition, the sum of any number and its additive inverse, which is negative of the given number, is 0. Example, 10 plus negative 10 is 0. Negative 6 plus positive 6 is 0. However, in multiplication, the product of any number and its multiplicative inverse, which is the reciprocal of the number, is 1. Example, 4 times 1/4 is 1. Another, negative 8 times negative 1/8 is 1. And that's all the properties on the operations of integers. We have 6 properties. Remember them with the following images: closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, and inverse property. I hope you've learned a lot. Have a wonderful day!